Oh, you always catch me on my lunch break. Taco John's. Welcome to another edition of Rants with Big Jim. And I hope you have the correct email address underneath my name, or I'm going to really rant. Let's talk a little bit about eating since I'm having my taco and burrito and stuff. Watch what you say to your kids, all right? Now, I happened to be packing for my business trip. I jotted this down so I could remember kind of in detail. And my 3-year-old son, he's having a great time playing on the bed and stuff, and at one point he said, "Daddy, look at this." And he stuck out 2 of his fingers. Now, trying to keep him entertained, I reached out and stuck my fingers in my mouth, and I went, "Daddy's going to eat your fingers." Yeah, well, I went back to my packing and stuff. Looking up again now, my son was standing on the bed, staring at his fingers with a real devastated, discombobulated look in his face. I said, "What's wrong, little Jim?" He said, "What happened to my booger?" Rants with Big Jim. Be careful what you say and do. You can't be silly-willy all the time. That's right. Especially this guy, Dr. Phillips. I'm beginning to get tired of your comments. Now, let's get to the main issue today. I'm going to give you a few pearls of wisdom concerning the philosophy of drink. Okay? I think this applies to this day and age. Well, these are some quotes that I'm going to give you. Warning, the consumption of alcohol may leave you wondering what the hell happened to your bra and panties. I don't know who said that. They don't have the name. Guess they were too embarrassed to say. Here's one from Frank Sinatra. "I'll feel sorry for people who don't drink. When they wake up in the morning, that's as good as they're going to feel all day." Leave it to Frank, huh? Yeah, okay. Here's one from Henry Youngman. "When I read about the evils of drinking, I gave up reading." He'd rather drink than read. I don't know what the heck that means about here. Stephen Wright, 24 hours in a day, 24 beers in a case. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, Stephen's right on the right track. Brian O'Rourke. I have no clue who Brian O'Rourke is, but I do like his comment. "When we drink, we get drunk. When we get drunk, we fall asleep. When we fall asleep, we commit no sin. When we commit no sin, we go to heaven. So let's all just get drunk and go to heaven." That's what Brian says. Now, Benjamin Franklin, imagine this. "Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy." That's what Benjamin Franklin said. I don't know why he would think that. Why would you? I don't know. Without question, the greatest invention of the history of mankind is beer. Oh, I grant you that the wheel was also a fine invention, but the wheel does not go nearly as well with pizza. Dave Barry. That's from Dave Barry. Warning, the consumption of alcohol may cause pregnancy. I don't know where that came from. They didn't want to write their name down either. The consumption of alcohol may lead you to think people are laughing with you. I've heard that story before. Yeah. The consumption of alcohol may cause you to tell your friends over and over again that you love them, when deep inside, you're upset because you paid for the round, probably the last 2 rounds, and they still haven't caught up with one. But you love them anyway, right? Yeah, listen, to some, it's a 6-pack. To me, it's a support group. Salvation in a can. That's what Dave Howell said. The consumption of alcohol may make you think you can logically converse with members of the opposite sex without spitting. I don't know about that. I drool a lot. But now here's the best time ever explained by Cliff Calvin from Cheers. So one afternoon at Cheers, Cliff Calvin was explaining the buffalo theory to his buddy Norm. You ever watch the show Cheers? I believe Norm is a mailman. He's there in every show, drinking on the corner. So anyways, here's how it went. Well, you see, Norm, it's like this. A herd of buffalo can only move as fast as the slowest buffalo. And when the herd is hunted, it's the slowest and weakened ones at the back that are killed first. This natural selection is good for the herd as a whole because the general speed and health of the whole group keeps improving by regular killing of the weakest members. In much the same way, the human brain can only operate as fast as the slowest brain cells. Excessive intake of alcohol, as we know, kills brain cells. But naturally, it attacks the slowest and weakest brain cells first. In this way, regular consumption of beer eliminates the weaker brain cells, making the brain a fast and more efficient machine. That's why you always feel smarter after a few beers. I've got to agree with that. I mean, Norm knew it all. Okay? But let's end it with this. This is enough ranting today. Because this is what I want to leave you with. I am a nice guy once in a while. I haven't thrown Larry. Hoot, who gives a toot? Skippy is going to stay. Can't see him there by Henry. Again, he's still in the show at the green. I'd slap him, but he's got too silly of a face, so I'll just throw him. Listen. Love is when your puppy licks your face, even when you leave him alone all day. Rants with Big Jim.